Okie dokie. So the rubber's been on for over a week now. It's shiny because it's got silicone grease on it to stop all the whatever they are leaching out. I've yet to put the little breathers on. I'll do that before I use it proper. You can't see properly, but if I press that, it's still soft, nice and squidgy. So that wintergreen oil and rubbing alcohol works a treat. It's cold today, it's about 7 or 8 degrees and the rubber's still soft, so that's all lovely. Next problem, I put a decibel killer in the exhaust. This is just inside this part is a plate with a hole and a tube running down there with holes in it with wadding wrapped around it. And when I took it out, it just, the pulsing of the single cylinder just blew the wadding out, and it was really loud, incredibly loud. So I got a decibel killer. It's about, well, it is sort of where this, the plate sort of finishes here, and then luckily the decibel killer it sits in this lip and it sandwiches against that plate. So when I sort of tapped it on, put the rivets in, it holds it in place. It's snug as a bug. It's got a tiny bit of movement, but now it seems to strangle it. When I ride it, it's not hugely more quiet. Is that English? But the bike sort of, it's not smooth. It's hesitating. It's hunting. It's just, so I think it's building up back pressure, and then it's just not smooth. It's at 50 miles an hour. That's as quick as it will go. So I need, what I want to do, I'm going to take the decibel killer out, and then I've been watching Royson's exhausts. He makes his own baffle arrangement, and what he does is obviously drills holes in the length of the tube. That's too long, so he drills holes in the tube and then crimps the end over. So that's the best way to explain it. He's got a die now that he can just put the thing in, but it crushes it like 2 lines there and then 2 lines there, so it comes in like a cross. It sort of meets, which apparently is enough to kill a lot of the noise. This is quite a thick bit of tube, which is what I made the exhaust out of for the sidecar, which has got one of these on it. So I've got a dull chisel that I'll just sort of beat this bit in with, and then this, so they sort of meet in there like a cat's arse, if you like. That's the technical term. And then drill some holes, lots of little holes. Instead of just a few big holes, I drew lots of little holes, and then cut it to sort of that long. I'll see how it meets up with, this is the original Suzuki downpipe, so it's double skinned. And I'll see what size the skin is on the inside, because there's a gap between the two walls. So I'll see if this can sort of slide in there somehow. I'll take this off, have a little look, and then see what's going to happen. So that'll be the next little project. I mean, this, you can see it's like it looks like a sort of cat, and you can see right through it, but there's a lot of restriction there. So I'll see what happens. Thank you very much. Goodbye. Right. That is the entirety of the silencer. There's a little plate there, holes, sits in there, sort of about there, cone in there, rivets. I've got some fiberglass wadding, exhaust wadding. I did have some wire wool, but this just sort of burnt out in no time and was a pig to fit. Also, what I was saying about the double skinned Zorst, this, I actually fitted it. I can't do it with one hand, but it fits snug as a bug. I'm looking through the lens, I can't see one, but that will fit in there quite tightly, in fact very tightly, so I could knock it down so it's wedged, and then if this doesn't work with the wadding, crimp the end and drill lots of holes. I bet that sounds really nice. Yeah, but my decibel killer is that. So it's 65mm long, full of that honeycomb, which you can see right through it, but it obviously, you've only got to turn it sideways a little bit, and it, so there's obviously quite a bit of restriction there, even though it's quite open. So maybe because it's a largish single, it needs the pulses to sort of dissipate, stop expanding, cool down a bit. When I did take it out for a ride originally with this on it, the day that it blew the wadding out, the wadding was gone to sort of, all that was gone, and it had blown it out. It melted my boot. I put my boot over it thinking the back pressure was making it fart around a bit, but and it just, within a second, it melted my boot away and burnt my foot. But it was running really, you know, it accelerated. My mate was following me on his Himalayan, and I was just sort of going through the gears, got on the dual carriageway, gently opened it up, and it left his Himalayan for dead. So it was running really sweetly, but yeah, it just blew the wadding out. I don't know if it was the original wadding. No, it was in this pipe, wasn't it, to it? So I don't know. Well, I'm going to try the wadding first. My friend's got a decibel killer, that the long ones with a different, you know, you can get different sized ends to them with a bolt in the side. I could bolt one into there, and either blank the end off, leave the end open. I can do all sorts of things. Try this, drill loads of holes in that, crimp the end down, so the gases have to go inside and then come out, and then into the, before they just sort of fly straight out the end. Same as on my sidecar. My exhaust on the sidecar is very, very long. I've welded a plate over the end and drilled holes in it, and the silencer on that one comes up to sort of, I've got the silencer on that one sort of sitting like that, so it goes right inside it. I did it that long so I could cut it down if I needed it, drill more holes, take the cab, you know, sort of fart around with it. But as it is, I mean, it will do 70, 80 miles an hour, that thing. Yes, so I shall just see, wrap that in some wadding and see what happens. As for the carb issues, once I clean that jet out, the choke drilling in there, third kick, straight away it goes, lovely. And that's got a nice soft rubber, so I can get the carb in and out a lot easier now. I've just got to put these air venters, one each side, sit on this little brass spigot. What else? That's it. Right, thank you.